What up, what up, what up, though? This your girl, Dubb. Welcome, everybody, to Tarot from Beyond. Today, we got Spirit Court in session. I got cards right here laid on my board. But first, we're going to shout out to the 313. Detroit, Michigan is in the house. That is where we are recording this show from. What up, though, all my Michiganders? Welcome, and thank you for being here. To my subscribers and my viewers to the show, thank you for joining me as well. If you are new to the channel, become a subscriber and hit that bell button. But if not, and you just want to view the content, we appreciate that as well. If the content resonates with you, give a sister a thumbs up. We would appreciate that as well. Okay, so I got cards right here. I'm not going to waste no time. Okay. To the sponsors to the show, the descriptions are in the box. Check them out. We appreciate having you. I am a psychic medium. I work with and communicate with the deceased. If you are new and don't know what we do here, we are doing a biblical prophecy stated in Revelations chapter 20, verses 11 through 15. We are doing the judgments of the dead, okay? The final judgments. This is Judgments of the Dead, Damnation. Okay, we are now moved into book 4. Book number 5 is being streamed on Rumble. That's Judgments of the Dead, Redemption. The URL is in the description box. If you would like to check out Judgments of the Dead, Redemption, head on over to Rumble, okay? So, Damnation here on YouTube and Redemption on Rumble, okay? So we're moving right along. Now, forewarning, I do curse on this channel. Okay. So if you are sensitive to that, exit. Also, these cases can be graphic in nature or violent, sensitive material. So if you're sensitive to that as well. Okay. All right. Now, I don't remember saying it, but I'm a psychic medium, and I communicate and work with the deceased, okay? We are doing the judgments. This is Judgments of the Dead, okay? Now, let's get started with him right away. We're not in no different location. This is an earth-born person. Okay, so this child here is standing before me. This is Cancer, young female in between the ages of 25 and 35 or younger, or could be slightly older in between the ages of 35 and 45, but this is a younger lady in age, okay? Cancer. And she is deceased. This is her time for judgment. Somebody called it death court. It's spiritual court, okay? Boom. I, of course, am your girl, Eve Capricorn, leader in this spiritual court case. That just means I oversee the judgments. Okay? That's all. And her judgment, boom, off rip. Okay, they calling this book Damnation for a reason. Because you're damned. Because this little heifer, not at all. And extra. Okay? So she's talking to me. This is orange. This is communication. That means she's talking to me with action right now as we speak. It also can mean memory and wisdom. Okay? She is confessing what she remembers and her past. Okay? Alright. Now this is here. Charges. Also, self-harm. self-hate. And this young lady right here is actually, because this Magician card means actualization, okay? What actually is, okay? This young lady is actually a man, okay? Boom. And transformation is coughing. Transformed into a woman. Okay, this man transformed into a woman. That's why this woman is actually a man. Okay. This person had a sex change. Okay. Full blown out. I'm being told. So this young man right here that had this sexual change into a woman. Okay. Same sex. Boom. Okay. This was LGBTQ young man. Okay. Alright, now that we got that out the way. Nervous, I'm sure. Because your judgment is the fire. You got a sheet. Come on up here. Which one you want to be? Both of them. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay? Can't hold it that way. We're going to get something here. Because there's too many of y'all. This young lady, young man, is from the Negro bloodlines, the Levi tribe. Okay? And you died in 2020. You were earthborn. Okay? And you're being charged with mutilation to your own body. Okay? You died of sepsis in the body due to a BBL implant. You had facial reconstruction, facelifts, breast augmentations, breast implants, plastic lip fillers, Botox, nose reconstruction, tummy tuck, liposuction, BBL implants. You're being charged with self-hate, false teachings, discrimination, hate towards your peers, lying, theft, jealousy, more hate, gossip, slander, vanity, and pride. Your request to look into your heart is denied. Your goal to rebirth has been revoked. You have 17 UVFMs, unvaccinated family members, and you have been rebirthed here 4 times. You have 10 unvaccinated family members in the UK. Is that London? I can't never remember. And you have the remaining in the United States. You have 1 son, okay, and his blood is pure, okay. Now, do you have anything to say at this time? Your judgment stands as the fire. Coughing in reverse. No, No transformation. We not finna transform this judge. Okay? That's why you're nervous. And you also didn't learn your lesson, though. Well, he probably been homosexual in multiple lifetimes. But this lifetime, there's an issue because you self-harm. Okay, you hurt yourself. How is that? He's asking. You hurt yourself. By mutilating your body. Okay. Anybody that changes their whole hookup means that they don't like who they originally are or originally were born as. Okay. That's self-hate. And y'all gonna stop normalizing that shit because it's a mental disorder. Not to mention, you broke spiritual law. It's right here on top of the deck. Okay. You're not going to hell for being gay. You going to hell for mutilating your body with all this reconstructive surgery, trying to be a woman or something that you are not. Not to mention, there is quite a few bits of plastic in your blood and in your tissue. Soft body tissue. Quite a bit. A doctor said you done turned into a damn Barbie doll. Your blood, the way it looks right now, looks like you could be a damn mannequin. You fake as hell. That is a crime. You will not be receiving a contract to rebirth back to Earth. You are unhealthy for rebirth. Your blood is tainted with a lot of plastic from all of this surgery. That's how you got sepsis and died. I'm sure. Not to mention all of this hate. By having reconstructive surgery or this sex change here, Most High is ruling that as mutilation of your own body. Okay. Plastic surgery is meant for people who are disabled, okay, and or have some type of illness or they need to have that type of work done. It is not cosmetic. Cosmetic gonna land your ass a whole ticket. You cannot change who you was born to be. Do you understand? Thank you. That's the lesson. Appreciate you, doctors. just seen it. I hate when I do that. We'll get to it. Not at all. Don't listen to spirits. Don't listen to God either. That was your lesson, and you didn't learn it at all. There it goes. Your lesson. Learning how to love yourself for who you are. That was your lesson. That was the reason why you were rebirthed. To learn how to love yourself. Okay? Because apparently you got a problem with this. And what did you do this go round? You mutilated your body. You castrated yourself. Absolutely none. So you castrated yourself. And didn't learn your lesson. And you did not. No matter how you want to put it. You harmed yourself. I don't think people quite necessarily understand. Okay. Not to get all that way. But the stuff that you be listening to be negatively driven. Okay. Which means it opens doors and gateways to stuff you may not necessarily be wanting to get into. Okay. Anything that has you self-hating, you don't like yourself, hurting yourself. Okay. Okay. Anything that has you changing who you are originally are or were outside of a necessary illness or you know what I'm saying? Something important. Not for looks and glamour and cosmetics. Okay. I done lost my damn train of thought. Oh. That's a mental disorder. You don't trust yourself. Yes, you don't. Not one bit. You don't trust your own judgment or intuition. He's saying that he had a lot of problems with his surgeries. And he was constantly in and out of the hospital sick all the time. Yeah, because look what you did to your body. You died of sepsis. And this didn't get you nowhere. Nobody guided you to do this to you. You have free will. Okay. We can't heal this. Look how much plastic you got in your blood. And you from a royal bloodline. Jesus. Right there. However you want to put it. Yeah. We're done. Unless you have anything you want to say. Your death was charismatic. You were not born as a girl. That's what happens when you self-hate. Your blood is dirty. It's full of plastic. It's not full of an STD. It's full of plastic. Infection and bile. Your body is literally rotten in the inside. And you wasn't. You was not born a female. You were born a male. Therefore, you are not going to hell because you were same sex. This is not the reason why you going to the fire. Okay? It's not. You going to the fire for breaking spiritual laws and mutilating your own body and changing your sex to a female. Not learning your lessons to love thyself. And you broke spiritual laws. Apparently, past lives, you were same sex. 2 other lifetimes. Thank you, Adonis. However, this lifetime, maybe it's due to the media or how they conduct their laws nowadays, you actually changed who you were. Okay. That's against spiritual law. You understand? Okay. Where were you born? You were actually born as a man or a boy. You understand? Okay. Said he didn't know it was a crime. Against God, against spiritual law, yes, because according to your bloodline, your DNA, These codes are how we rebirth you. Okay. If you go dilly-dallying with the blood, okay, right, you mess up the codes so that we can rebirth you. A doctor said you also had multiple blood transfusions because of these surgeries. You have, I don't think it's on your sheet, but you have multiple bloodlines and types. And you got royal blood. Do you have anything to say? Do you want a phone call? He said once he got the first surgery, it got addictive. I understand that. There's still laws here in place. And there are still laws here in place that you broke. Your lying is here. You basically poisoned yourself to damn death. And was doing risque stuff to get money for these surgeries. You lucky you didn't end up with a STD or something that you could not get rid of. Trying to be or become. Oh my God. And the doctor said you bleached your skin white. So you hated being a black man. You opted out to be a white woman. Sound like somebody else, I know. But anyway, this is out of control. He just wanted to be beautiful. But why you couldn't be handsome? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being a handsome young man. Okay? Like I said, it's all in your head. Okay? You got some chemical imbalances up there. Alright? Your body producing too much female hormone. Okay? Thank you, Atlantis. Influences, whatever you be into, you gotta watch what you watch on TV, watch who you listen to. Y'all have to watch this stuff, okay? You're not right in the mind. Do you hear me? Yes. You should not be. It is not normal for a man or a woman or a child. It is not normal for a girl to feel like a boy inside. And it is not normal for a boy to feel like he a girl inside. And if a parent is sitting out here dressing their kid up, a boy as a girl and a girl as a boy, that's grooming. Because you're not teaching your child the difference between a man and a woman. You understand? All right. I don't give a shit what they allow in law. It should be against the law to let young people that are not mentally and physically developed do augmentations and sex changes on their underdeveloped body. Now, I don't know when you got yours done, but you got enough work here that you've been doing this for a long time, which gave you time to seep all of this damn plastic and hardware in your body. Your boobs is plastic, your ass is plastic, your chest, your this part is plastic. How the hell you got plastic abs? Okay, you shave your Adam's apple down. You have facial reconstructed on your jawline, your nose, everything. And you castrated yourself. That's why you going to hell. Okay. Your charge of envy is here. You're non-traditional, but you are from the Levite bloodline. Yeah. Basically lost yourself. I don't even want to hear about how you getting the money to do that. Because I know. He wants to talk to his father. What do you want to say to your father? Your father probably was like, I don't know. Your death is here. Yeah, his father rejected him. Or his lifestyle, money, everything. What do you want to say to your father? Quickly. Your family. Quickly. Father is a Taurus. For a long time, y'all. He hid his sexual orientation from y'all. He says he is sorry. He apologized. He unhappy. He was detached from his family and his father because of his lifestyle. He's scared as hell. What he did was unwise. But he respects his father and his family. He loves you, man. All of you. It's time to go. That's correct. Judgment is as is. Get out. A doctor's gonna take you straight where you need to go. Okay? I promise. Right here. The doctor's gonna take you to the fire. That is your judgment for breaking spiritual law and not learning your lesson. Understand? Understood. Anybody know this Cancer young man who had a sexual change operation? He passed away of sepsis in the body. Okay. From the LGBTQ community. This young man will not rebirth. His blood was dirty with plastic. You cannot help him. Or your ass either. You understand? Now, remember, y'all have free will. Okay? But take that with a grain of salt. Because you will see me on Judgment Day. This has been another one from your girlie Dubb. Peace, love, and light. Deuces.